Are live. What's up, all y'all spirits out there? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night. Whatever time when you are watching this video, what's up with y'all? Today is day 59 of our 60-day discipline challenge. And for today, we will be doing a soothing, relaxing flow. We're going to be doing a Hatha yoga flow. It's just going to be gentle on the body, gentle on the mind, gentle on the spirit. Because my body is still a little sore because I've been doing stuff, y'all. But anyway, if you guys are ready for that, go ahead and meet me on the mat in a seated position in a comfortable, easy seat. If you want, you can bring you out a folded blanket for a prop, and we're just going to get started. Alrighty. So we're going to get started by going ahead and taking a seat on our mat. Meet me in an easy seat. We're not going to be doing anything too strenuous today. Just go ahead and meet me in a crisscross applesauce. We're just going to start with a couple of breaths here. So when you guys are ready for that, take your hands, either place them on top of your knees, or maybe you can place them in prayer. So whatever is most comfortable for you. Personally, I'm just going to take my hands and I'm going to place them on my knees, and we're going to start. Close your eyes or open them, either or. I'm going to close them because I'm trying to get into a relaxed state. So I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to take a deep breath in, starting through my nose and out the nose or mouth, either or. And as we continue to breathe, we're just going to deepen our breaths. I'm going to breathe in, counting to 3. Hold that breath for 3. And then you're going to release out your nose or mouth, counting to 3. Wait 3 seconds before taking another deep breath in. Now we're going to breathe in, counting to 3. Hold it for 3. Exhale it out. Hold that for 3. Take another deep breath in, inhaling. Hold that breath in 3 seconds. Exhale that breath out 3 seconds. Hold that for 3. Deep breath in 3 seconds here. Hold that breath in for 3 seconds. Exhale that breath out. We're going to do that just one more time, and then we can move on with our flow. So let's do that one more time. Deep breath in. We're going to inhale 3 seconds. You're going to hold that breath in 3 seconds. Exhale that breath out. Hold that. Alrighty. Now that we have set the pace, we have set the tone for our flow, now we can actually introduce some movements. And let me read those 2 comments, and then we're going to get back on the mat and do some movements. You guys don't even have to get up. I'm just getting up to read these 2 comments because I'm kind of far, so I can't really see it like that. But anyway, Briella said hi. Zach also said hey. Hi, hey, what's up with y'all? What's up, Zach? What's up, Briella? Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for watching. And that's all the comments I see right now. So we're actually going to get back on the mat and continue where we left off. Alrighty. So let me sit back down. Back in our easy seat, back in our comfortable crisscross applesauce position. Now that we did our breaths, we set our tone, we are ready to move on. So we're going to take another deep breath in. But this time you're going to stretch both your arms above your head. Lengthen through your fingertips, reach towards the sky as you take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to lower your hands down to prayer, clasping the hands together, bringing the hands down to prayer. Hold it here for 3 seconds. And as you take your deep breath in, stretch those arms. Stretch those arms up, breathing in for 3. Hold it for 3. And as you exhale, bring the hands back down to prayer. Hold it here for 3. Inhale, 3 seconds. Reach those arms up. Last time here. Lengthen through your fingertips. Lengthen through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, bring the hands back down to prayer. Hold it for 3 seconds. Exhale, release the hands back down to your side. This time we're going to stretch our arms back up, but instead of bringing our hands down to prayer, we're actually going to be leaning our right hand towards the right as our left hand stretches overhead. So let's go ahead and do that together. Deep breath in, stretch both the arms up. Lengthen through those fingertips, stretch up nice and tall. This time as we exhale, we're not going down to prayer. We're going to take our right hand, we're going to place it on the mat. We're going to take our left hand and we're going to stretch it overhead. Gentle stretch, nothing too deep or serious here. And we're going to breathe 3 breaths in this position. So deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. 2 breaths here. Slow movement, slow breaths. We don't want any fast-paced breathing here. We just want to breathe slowly into these movements. Last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and take your left hand. You're going to set it down to the side. Now we're going to repeat that, but on the opposite side. So deep breath in. Stretch your arms up into the air. Reach through your fingertips nice and tall here. As you exhale, this time we're going to take our left hand. We're going to place it on the mat. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to stretch it overhead towards the left. Like I said, nothing too deep here, nothing too serious here. We're going to hold this for 3 breaths. So go ahead, inhale through your nose. And exhale out the nose or mouth. 2 more breaths here. Last breath here. And as you exhale, take your right hand, lower it down towards the mat. Take another deep breath in, stretch those arms back up. Inhale as you reach through your fingertips. And as you exhale, this time instead of leaning towards the right or left, we're actually going to fold forward slightly here, just placing our hands in front of us. We're not even folding all the way down. You don't have to reach your head or chest or anything like that to the ground. And like I was saying, y'all, you don't have to do any of that. We're just going to stay right here for 3 breaths. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. Last breath here. This time as you exhale, go ahead and walk your hands back to your knees, slowly sitting back up. Deep breath in, stretch those arms up nice and tall, lengthening through your fingertips. And as you exhale, we're going to take our right hand. We're going to set our right hand on our left knee, and then we're going to take our left hand and we're going to set it behind our back as we twist our chest open towards the left. Slightly turning our gaze over our left shoulder. We're going to settle here for 3 breaths. So inhale with me. And exhale it out. You don't have to twist too deeply here. This is our first twist of the day. Like I said, this is a soothing flow. I'm not doing anything too strenuous here. Just take another deep breath with me. And as you exhale, this is optional to twist a bit deeper. Like I said, you don't have to do that. This is optional. Let's take 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, you're just going to slowly release your twist, coming back into your easy seat. As we repeat that on the opposite side. So deep breath with me. Lengthen through your fingertips as you stretch up nice and tall. And as you exhale, this time we're going to take our left hand, going to place that on our right knee. Take your right hand, place that behind your back as you twist your chest open towards the right, maybe gazing over your right shoulder. Settle for 3 breaths here. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. Last breath here. Exhale as you slowly release, twisting back into your easy seat. Get ready to uncross your legs as you come into a butterfly. So you're gonna take your feet, you're gonna place them together, and your butterfly doesn't have to be like as close. It doesn't have to be that intense. You can actually push your feet a little bit away from you to create more space in this position. Whatever, whatever distance you chose, we're just gonna take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. With our next deep breath in, we're going to start to flap our legs up and down. Moving with the breath here. I'm actually gonna pull my feet a little bit closer to me, but that's optional, you don't have to do that. I just find that a bit more comfortable at the moment. So I'm gonna take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. 1 last breath here. Inhale with me. And exhale out the nose or mouth. Go ahead and find stillness here in your butterfly for a deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to rock back and I was going to say back and forth. I meant to say left to right, not back and forth, y'all. We are going to do back and forth movements after we do our left and right movements. So go ahead and move from left to right, staying in your butterfly, just swaying like the wind or swaying like a wave in the ocean. You're just going to take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Swaying from side to side here in your butterfly. Two more breaths here. One last breath. And as you exhale, this time we're going to rock forward and backward, moving with the breath here. Still staying in our butterfly. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and incorporate all those movements to do a big circle. Inhaling here and exhaling out. First going in a clockwise direction. Two more breaths here. Nice and slow movements. Go ahead and switch to the opposite direction now. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. Two more breaths to go. Inhale here. And exhale it out. One here. And as you exhale, find stillness. Find stillness here for one more breath. Inhale with me. Exhale it out. Go ahead and release your butterfly. Go ahead and spin your legs around to come into your tabletop. Hands and knees position here. We're going to stack our wrists under our shoulders, knees under our hips, while our knees are hip distance apart. Go ahead and take a deep breath here. I'm sorry, y'all, I gotta move this acorn out my way. We'll mess with my hand placement. Alrighty, that's much better. Like I was saying, you're just gonna take a deep breath here in your tabletop or hands and knees position. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. Take another deep breath in as you start to rock your body forward and backward. Now, if your knees are a bit sensitive here, you can go ahead and fold up a blanket and set it under your knees. And that will make this position a lot more comfortable and accessible for those with maybe sore or sensitive knees. Go ahead and keep rocking forward and backward. Slight movements here, nothing too deep or serious. Optional to deepen these movements as you deepen your breath. Maybe rocking slightly over the wrists. Maybe sending those hips towards your heels. If you want, you can even introduce some spinal movements here. Rounding the spine as you go forward and arching the spine as you move backward. Just keep those movements going, nice and slow. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling as you move forward and exhaling as you move backward. 1 last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and push those hips all the way back so you can settle into a child's pose, lowering your chest and head down to the mat. If you want, you can keep your knees and legs closer together, or you can separate it a little bit wider than hip distance. Whatever is most comfortable for you. Not everybody's child's pose will look the same. Me personally, I'm actually going to pull my legs a little bit closer together so my thighs are touching, so I can settle even more comfortably into this child's pose. As I rest my forehead against the mat here, we're just going to take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Optional to keep your arms extended in front of you like so, or you can lay them by your side close to your thighs here. Or for a third option, you can either lay your forehead or your forearms into your child's pose. So those are your 3 options there. And whatever option you choose, we're just going to settle for 3 breaths. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Last breath here, inhaling, holding that inhale, and slowly releasing that breath out. With your next inhale, in whatever variation of child's pose that you chose, go ahead and shift to have your arms extended out in front of you. So if you had your arms already extended in front of you, good, just stay there. For those of you guys who had your arms by your side like this, go ahead and extend them in front of you. For those of you who had your arms in a cradle / like pillow position, resting your forehead on it, go ahead and release your forehead and extend the arms so we're all meeting in the same position. Once we are all here with our arms extended out in front of us like so, we're going to take another deep breath in. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, push your palms into the mat as you pick your hips up, shifting forward into your tabletop. Readjust if need be here. Stacking the, I don't know what I was going to say, y'all. Stacking the wrist under the shoulders and knees under the hips as we take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out, keeping the neck relaxed as you gaze down between your thumbs here. Just keep the neck and head relaxed for another breath in. And a deep breath out here. You guys can actually stay in your tabletop. I'm going to get up and read the comments that I did not read, and then I'm going to get back in tabletop and we can continue where we left off. So you guys stay here. I'm going to get up, read these couple comments, and then we're going to get back on the mat. So guys, just stay there. All right, let's see if we got anything new. And we did. RW said, my goodness, with the heart emojis. A, thank you for commenting. Thank you for joining. All right. And Marijuana said, hi, I am from, hold up. Oh, snap. We worldwide, y'all. We are worldwide. We got people coming from all over. All right, thank you for joining. Hello, we worldwide, y'all. Hey, shout out to that. Shout out to that. Thank you for joining. I hope y'all are enjoying this yoga flow. I hope it is not too strenuous or too stressful or anything like that. Because like I said, I wanted it to be very relaxing, very gentle, very like soothing. Okay. So I hope it is very soothing for y'all. But I don't see any new comments. So we're actually going to like get back on the map. And we're going to continue where we left off because getting hot out here, y'all. It's getting really hot. I'm not trying to be out here too long. So we're actually going to continue where we left off. So let's get back into our tabletop. And we walk it back. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, knees hip distance apart. Alrighty. Once there, we're actually going to start to introduce some cat-cows now. So if you guys are ready for that, we're going to take a deep breath in. But as we inhale, we're going to slightly arch our spine. As we raise our gaze. And as we exhale, we're going to round the spine, bringing our chin into our chest. I'm actually going to readjust to make this a bit more accessible and a bit more deeper for me. So as we take our deep breath in, slightly arching the spine, as the chest opens and expands, raising the gaze. And as we exhale, we're going to round the spine, bringing our chin to our chest. And we're going to keep this movement going nice and slow. Move with the breath here. Inhale as you arch. Hold it here. And exhale as you round. And you don't have to make your movements as deep as me. This is just what I personally have chose to do at the moment because that's what feels good to my body. Let's do that a couple more times, guys. Deep breath in. And exhale as you round. One more time here. Let's hold it here for 3 breaths. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. 2 more breaths here. Last breath here. As you exhale, go ahead and round, bringing your chin into your chest, holding it for 3 breaths here. Last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and find stillness. Center your spine so you're not arched, you're not rounded, you're just centered here. And you can readjust if need be. Go ahead and take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out as we walk our hands out in front of us, keeping our knees and hips where they are as we lower our chest down. We come into a puppy's pose. Go ahead and set your chin or forehead against. Settle here for 3 breaths. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. If you want, you can actually pull your forearms into a pillow, setting your forehead against your forearms here. Two more breaths here. Last breath here. And as you exhale, if you had your forehead against your forearms like a pillow, go ahead and lift your forehead up off your forearms. Extend the arms back in front of you. You're going to take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and shift your weight forward, coming into a sphinx pose. Go ahead and lay on your belly here as you take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. I'm actually going to shift back so I'm all the way in frame. But we're just going to settle here in our sphinx for 3 more breaths. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. Remember to relax the shoulders away from the ears here. One more breath here. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, go ahead and take your forearms, lay them by your side. As you lay your chest and chin down to the mat, lay all the way down, settle here for 3 breaths. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. If you want, you can either set your chin or forehead against the mat. Or if this is more comfortable, you can lay your forearms out in front of you and set your forehead on your forearms like so. Whatever option that you chose, we're just going to settle for 3 breaths. So inhale with me. And exhale it out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and take your hands. You're going to set them by your lower ribs like so. Take a deep breath with me. And a deep breath out as you push the ground away, coming into Cobra. We're going to settle here for a couple of deep breaths. I'm just readjusting here for optimal comfort. Go ahead and take another deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and pick your hips up. Shift back to come into child's pose. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths to go. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and pick your hips up, coming back into tabletop. This time you're going to take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you tuck your toes, pick your hips up, shift back to downward dog. Go ahead and start to paddle out the legs here. Nice and slow movement still. Keep the neck and head relaxed by gazing at the big toes. Slow, deep breaths here as you paddle out those legs. One more breath here. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, find stillness, grounding down through your heels here. Get a deep stretch down the backs of the legs. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. One more breath here. Exhale, start to sway your hips from side to side. If you want, you can add some paddling movements here as you sway the hips from side to side. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and walk your feet to your hands. Baby steps here. As we exhale our breath out into our fold. If this is too intense for you, go ahead and bend the knees. Bend those knees to make the fold a bit more accessible for you. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. If you want, you can continue to sway from side to side here. I'm actually going to extend my legs. I just wanted to show y'all a modification or option you can do if having your legs fully extended like so can be a bit intense or challenging for you. We're going to take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out here. One more breath here. And as I exhale, I'm just going to bend my knees so I can fold a bit deeper here. I'm going to wrap my arms around my legs. I'm just going to hug it in. Taking another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. And as I exhale, I'm going to slowly release my arms from around my legs. I'm going to extend the legs. I'm actually going to widen my stance about hip distance apart. I'm going to take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out as I turn my feet outwards. Just a slight angle here. One more deep breath in. And as I exhale, I'm going to sink my hips down into my malasana. Now, if malasana is a bit too intense for you, you can always take a couple of blocks and you can sit on them so you don't have to sink your hips that deep. We're just going to settle here for a couple more breaths. Optional to keep your hands on the mat for assistance, but me, I'm just going to set my hands in prayer. I'm actually going to clasp them together. I'm just going to stay here for a couple of breaths. So I'm just going to inhale here and exhale it out. A couple more breaths to go. Last breath here. Now, if your hands were not on the mat, go ahead and set them on the mat here. Set one in front of you and set one slightly behind you. So you can use your hand for assistance to sit all the way down against the mat. We're sitting all the way down here. Our glutes are all the way down against the mat. And our knees are up, so our legs are making this kind of a triangle pyramid shape here. Go ahead and take your hands, set them slightly behind you as you take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take another deep breath here. And as you exhale, slightly widen your legs, just a little bit wider than hip distance. We're actually going to prepare ourselves for some 90-90s. I'm actually going to turn towards you guys so you can see what I'm doing. So our hands are slightly behind us. Our knees are up, making this triangle shape with our legs. And our legs are about hip distance apart. So we're going to take another deep breath here. And as we exhale, we're just going to knock our knees from right to left. These are not going to be fast movements here. We're just moving with the breath. Inhaling and exhaling with each movement. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out as we lower our legs down to the right. Holding it in for another inhale. And exhale here. Deep breath in as we pick our knees back up. And exhale as we knock them down towards the left. Holding it for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale to pick up those knees. Exhale, knock them down to the right. Hold it for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. And a deep breath out. Inhale to pick up the knees. Exhale, come over to the left. We're going to hold it for 2 breaths, just like how we did on the right side. So inhale. And exhale it out. One more breath here. And exhale it out. With our next deep breath in, we're going to pick up our knees. We're not going to knock them to the side. We're actually going to keep them up like so. And I'm going to readjust by scooting back. I always kind of get out of my position when I do 90-90s. So I'm just going to readjust. Scoot back into my position. Now from here, I'm actually just going to keep the knees up, and I'm just going to lean back against my hands. I'm just going to lean back slightly, and we're going to settle here for 2 breaths. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out here. 2 more breaths here. Inhale with me, and exhale it out. 1 more breath here. And as we exhale, we're just going to open and close the knees. Open them out, close them in. We're just going to keep this movement going with our breath. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. Opening and closing the legs. That's all we're doing here. Nothing too strenuous. Just some light movements here. Two more breaths here. Last breath here. Exhale and release. We're actually going to turn towards the front of our mat now. And we're going to extend our legs down the mat. Go ahead and slightly flex the feet here as you take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take one more deep breath here and a deep breath out. Inhale me as you reach your arms above your head. Lengthen through your fingertips. Lengthen your spine by stretching the crown of your head towards the sky. And as you exhale, you're going to hinge at the hips here, and you're going to fold forward. You don't have to fold all the way down. Just fold as much as you're comfortable with. And making sure you extend through your spine. Keep reaching the crown of your head forward. Keep lengthening through your spine here. Let's settle for two more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. One more breath here. Let's slowly release by walking our hands up our legs. We're going to set our hands by our side as we pick our knees up, setting our feet flat against the mat to use our limbs for assistance, to lower ourselves all the way down against our mat here. Use your forearms for assistance to lower with control, flat against the mat. Lay your neck, head, upper and lower back flat against the mat as you keep your knees up in the air, keeping the feet flat against the mat here. Take a deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. Let's take another deep breath here as we sink into our mat. Two more breaths here. Last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and walk your feet closer to you as you pull your knees into your chest, hugging your arms around your legs here. Settle for a couple of breaths as you wrap the arms around the legs, coming into a cradle or a little ball position. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, start to rock your body from left to right or right to left. Keeping those legs hugged into your abdomen here. We're not rocking fast, y'all. We're not rocking too deep. These are just some low, slow movements, y'all. Nothing too strenuous here. Keep rocking from left to right or right to left, giving your tailbone and lower back a little love with this slight massage here. One more breath here. And as you exhale, find stillness for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you take your hands to wrap them around your legs, placing your hands on the backs of your knees like so, right in this crease of your legs. place your hands there and hug your thighs closer to you, just like so. Optional to start to widen your legs away from each other. Deep breath here and a deep breath out. Sinking the lower back into the mat here. One more breath here. And as you exhale, pull those legs back closer to your chest, back closer to each other, coming back into your cradle, back into your ball here. Still keeping the hands hugged into the backs of the knees, just like so. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly release, still keeping the hands on the backs of the legs, slowly widening the legs away from each other. Releasing your weight down. Deep breath here and a deep breath out. Slowly release until your feet are able to touch the ground. Release your hands from the backs of your legs, keeping your legs wide. Deep breath here and a deep breath out as you rest your hands on your hip creases like so. Inhale with me. And exhale as you slowly release your legs down. Straighten the legs out. Lay them flat against the mat here, still keeping your hands on your hips here. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale here as you relax against the mat. Y'all, the reason why I'm covering up my eyes and face like this is because the acorns are falling from the tree. No, I'm just not trying to get hit in the face, to be honest. So that's why my hands are covering my face like this. So when the acorns are falling from the tree right here, because I am kind of under the tree, they'll at least fall on my hand and not my face. All right, the wind has stopped. The acorns have stopped falling. So I'm going to move my hands back to my hip creases as I take another deep breath in and a deep breath out here. All right, I'm only looking to the side to see if my phone was like still going live, and it is. So I'm going to turn back. Because sometimes the phone would turn off randomly, y'all. I don't know how it would do that, but it would just shut off randomly. Live and all, it would just turn off. So shit, it'd be like that. But yeah, we're gonna take another deep breath in and a deep breath out here. Really relaxing into the mat. And y'all, the reason why I'm not talking is because y'all, I'm relaxed. Alright? And I don't really feel like saying nothing right now. But I will say something when we move on. But right now, we're just sinking into the mat. Staying relaxed, letting your body become heavy here. Close your eyes. Clear your mind. Clear any thoughts or feelings in your head right now. Just become a vacant space as you sink into the mat. One more breath here. Our next deep breath in. Let's thank ourselves for this practice today. Let's thank our minds, thank our bodies, thank our spirits. Let's just be thankful and grateful in this moment, in this space and time. Let's take one more breath here. Alright, y'all, let me actually get up, because I was really finna be sleep on y'all. I was really finna be sleep on y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. I was out here relaxing under this sun. I was finna become one, I swear I was. I was like, I forgot I was even going live. Like, I straight up forgot I was even live for a minute. Out here relaxing under this sun. Alright, though. The next breath, go ahead and start to wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Rotate those wrists. Rotate your ankles. Start to awaken your body once more. Get some movement within your joints and muscles here. Go ahead and start to pick your knees back up. Set your feet flat against the mats as you slowly walk your feet closer to you. Close enough to hug your legs into your chest here. Nice and slow movements here. Hug it in for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. Exhale as you rock from side to side. Building a little momentum here. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and rock all the way over to the side. Rock all the way over, nice and slow. Go ahead and set your palm against the mat. As you push the ground away, coming into a seated position. Let's go ahead and take another deep breath here. Go ahead and relax your chin into your chest here. Relaxing the neck, letting the neck and head be heavy. Let's take one more deep breath here. And as we exhale, let's slowly release, picking the head back up. Inhale as you stretch your arms above your head. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to prayer. One more breath here. Let us bring our practice to a close. Alrighty. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for watching and for commenting. I hope this practice was very relaxing, very soothing for your body, for your mind, and for your spirits. I will catch you guys for our last day. We only have one more day for our 60-day discipline challenge. And for our last day, I'm not for sure what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing something for our 60-day. And after that, we're going to be doing something different. I have an idea in my mind, but I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to put it into action after our 60-day challenge is up. I'm gonna introduce something new, something that I've been wanting to be doing for a long time now. Like I wanted to like introduce this and like make it a little series or something. Like it's not, we're not gonna do it like every day, but we at least gonna do this like once a week or something. I want to introduce 60 days, one more day left. So I will introduce our new series after that. I will give you guys a hint. It is going to have some fans in it. All right, that's the only hint I'm giving. I'm not saying nothing else. I'm not saying nothing else. But we will have some fans in it, and that's all I'm saying. But thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for watching, commenting, liking, all that good stuff. I'm going to roll up my mat and skedaddle skedaddle. Alrighty. Whew. Alrighty, before I leave though, there is like one more thing I want to say. If you guys are local to Georgia, I am going to be holding an event, or I'm part of an event. It's going to be on October 25th. It's going to be our annual Fall Fest Exchange. This is the 3rd year, and it's going to be a fall festival. So if you guys are local to Georgia, I'm going to put the flyer in the description below. But it's a free event. It's free admission, no charge. Hey, if y'all local to Georgia, hey, come out there, be out there. It's going to be a vibe. That's all I have to say. It's going to be a vibe. I will leave the link in the description. It's on Eventbrite. The tickets are free. Y'all might see me there. Not might. Y'all will see me there if y'all go, because I'm going to be there. I'm going to be all around. But yeah, y'all should definitely check it out. Y'all should definitely check it out. But anyway, I will catch y'all later. Peace and love. I'm finna go get some water. Yeah, and all that. Peace and love, y'all. Peace.